Hello and welcome to Ahmedabad, as the locals would call it, Ahmedabad in Gujarat. You're watching the second edition of our Trailblazing Terrains series with Honda Car India, and we're going to take the WRV to its second different interesting terrain. This time around we're heading out to the desert. To do that though, we need to drive down to Jaisalmer from here. But before we do that, since we're here already, why not go check out some of the sights and sounds of Ahmedabad, right? So let's do this. Our first stop in Ahmedabad was the gorgeous 250-year-old Baba Lavlai Masjid. From here, we drove through the Teen Darwaza, the erstwhile entrance of the city. Another ancient monument, Teen Darwaza was built in the year 1415 by former ruler Ahmad Shah I, who also happened to name the city of Ahmedabad after himself. His most glorious construction in the city though has to be our next stop, the Jami Masjid. Also dating back to the 1400s, this tranquil place of worship has a gorgeous architecture, so typical of that era. Having taken in some of Ahmedabad's charms, it was time to head out and towards Rajasthan and Jaisalmer, over 450 kilometers away. The smooth highway allowed me to open up the WRV and really exploit those 100 horses and 200 Newton meters of torque. And as the temperatures kept rising, the WRV's auto climate control enabled air conditioning kept me cool and composed. As I got close to my destination, the Arrow Straight highway got emptier, with windmills and stray camels cropping up on either side to grab the eye and break the monotony. Soon enough, I pulled off the highway and entered into the city of Jaisalmer. Here, I headed straight for the mighty Jaisalmer fort, which meant meandering through tiny lanes, all while climbing up the hill. I soon arrived at the fortress and went inside to do a little bit exploring. Built in the year 1156, this fortress too was built by a monarch who named the city after him, Rajput King Jaisal. It was meant to house the city's entire population back then, and is one of the few monuments like this anywhere in the world that still has people residing within its wall to this day. It also houses some really old cannons, sports gorgeously intricate architecture, and plays host to a kaleidoscope of colourful shops and eateries awaiting your custom. By the time I was done exploring the fort, it was getting dark, so I headed to a hotel for the night. I was up early and off again the next day though, ready to see more of what this quaint historic city had to offer. This search led me to the famous abandoned village, Kuldhara. This settlement housed Paliwal Brahmins from the 13th to the 19th century. It comes with an intriguing backstory involving attempts at coercion and forced marriage, an entire group of villagers leaving overnight, and the mythos of a lingering curse that sees the settlement left empty to this day. After exploring the charms of Kuldhara, it was finally off to the some sand dunes to see how the WRV performs in the silky, slippery environment. So there you have it folks, terrain number 2 conquered in the WRV. It's fair to say that we had no issues really along this drive. We saw some interesting places, been to some fascinating old historical spots, and now we're here in the middle of the some dunes just outside of Jaisalmer. The car's capable engine, nice torquey motor, and tall ground clearance meant we had no trouble whatsoever driving around here in the sand. And this really marks the end of part 2 of our Trailblazing Terrain series. Stay tuned because the part 3 is coming soon too. Thank you for watching.